I am running out of food really quickly. I'm also getting really tired of that steak. It's just becoming monotone for me. I could go to pork chops, but they're kind of the same thing for me right now. I need something more interesting. So today, that's what we're going to take a look at. I am Unlikely Waffle, and welcome back to Survival Life, my Minecraft tutorial series. There's our cats right behind my shoulder right there, so that's kind of cool. And it's nighttime. I'm going to have to go sleep the night away real quick before we continue on making food. Because I don't want to have to deal with creepers, because we're going to go over to our animal farm. It's been quite a while since we've been there. So why not go there today? But not right away. The first food that I'm going to want to look at is cake. Who doesn't love cake? What you need for cake is wheat. You want 3 wheat, not 4, like I just put there. You want 2 eggs, right? Nope, 1 egg. So we can just put 1 of those back. 2 of those back, actually. As well as 2 sugar. And then, actually, yeah, immediately now, we need to go to the farm. Because we need milk from the cows. Actually, do I have enough buckets right here? I have 2 buckets. I need 3. So let's just grab a few more of those. Let me just switch over my mouse because that was all screwed up. Where's the... There it is. Make myself a quick bucket real quick. And I'll see you over at the cows. Alright, so the way that you harvest milk, I've probably gone over this before, but it doesn't help to reiterate it. I just noticed these cows have horns. I've never noticed that before. The way that you harvest milk from cows, I have quite a lot of them as you can see, is just right click on them with an empty bucket. They do not stack, however, so you need to have it, you need to have enough space in your inventory to hold all the buckets of milk. They're also delicious and easy way to get rid of any potion effects you might have. But this is the change I was talking about. Nothing else really has changed that much. I haven't really spent a whole lot of time over here except for food. But these are rabbits. They are new in 1.8. When I actually made this farm, it was still 1.7, so I couldn't get them. You are unable to tame them, however you can breed them with carrots. When you kill them, if I can get in here without them jumping out. When you kill them, you get rabbit hide, which is equal to 1/4 of a regular hide from a cow. You can combine 4 of them in your inventory crafting window to give you regular leather, which you can then use. They will also drop raw rabbit, as you can see there. Cook that as normal to have it deliciously... Wow, I don't know where I was going with that sentence. Cook it as you would any other meat to have a delicious snack anytime you want. A snack of rabbit, that makes sense. Alright, so the way you make the cake is you just put the milk all up in your top row like that. Put the sugar on either side in the middle. Fill that middle with an egg. And then fill the rest with wheat. That gives you a cake. And it also gives you back your buckets, so it does not use them up completely. This cake, in its entirety, will restore 14 meat shanks of hunger, as you can see right there. Also, that gave us an achievement. I don't think I've ever really gone over achievements before. But what achievement was that? That was... No... Where was it? Nope, I don't see. There it is. The lie. Wheat, sugar, milk, and eggs. Taken. We also actually need to breed 2 cows. How have I got that before. Also, fly a pig off a cliff. That's going to be fun. I'm going to do that in a future episode. Today's just about food. Like I was saying, this cake in its entirety will restore 14 meat shanks of... Not 14. 7 meat shanks of your hunger bar, as well as some saturation. Each slice, when you right click on it, you eat a slice of it, will restore 1 meat shank of hunger, as you can see there. Of hunger. Of your hunger bar. That makes sense. It actually looks like a really good cake. I'm going to make cake tonight. The next one is a really easy one. I've probably done it before, but like I said, doesn't hurt to go over it again, because this is the food episode, and it's food. This is what I'm doing is I'm going over all the foods that aren't really commonly used anymore. Like the steaks and the pork chops are. These are more fun items to have. Fun foods. What we're making now is bread. You place 3 wheat. That's sugar. What am I doing with sugar? Brown one's genius. You want 3 wheat in a row just like you would make a slab, and that gives you a piece of bread. Let's make another one of those. And, oh darn, I dropped that. And these breads will restore 2.5 shanks of hunger for each bread that you eat. So they're actually pretty good. They're almost as good as steak. That's why they're really popular to have in adventure maps. Let's just put... we'll just put this over here somewhere. This next one is kind of a fun one. I really like it just because of the randomness of it. You want to get 2 sugar and a cocoa bean. It's a really easy recipe. It's pretty much just sugar and chocolate. To me, I call that sweet chocolate, but you know, in this game, you call that a cookie. Why is it not making a cookie? Aha, that's why. I messed up. I keep grabbing the sugar when I mean to grab the wheat. That makes a lot more sense than sugar. You place wheat on either side in a horizontal pattern with cocoa beans in the middle. That's how you get 8 cookies. These cookies are not all that great, as it turns out. They only restore 1 shank of hunger, just as if you had eaten a slice of the cake. And I did not eat that. But still, better than nothing. However, in terms of ease of use, I would say just eating a raw potato is easier than making all those cookies. This recipe is going to be considered a classic recipe, because it comes from one of the earliest days of Minecraft. One of the earliest craftable foods you could make, besides obviously the standard meats. Like craftable foods, like what we're talking about today. Makes sense. This one is mushroom stew. You grab 1 of each kind of mushroom, red and brown. And then come in here, make a bowl just like you would a bucket, except with planks. That gives you 4 bowls, so just put 1 in your inventory. Put a mushroom and a red mushroom in there, and that gives you mushroom stew. This is stuff. This stuff is actually really good. I can't remember how many shanks it restores, but it's quite a few. I want to say it's 4, but don't quote me on that. Look on the wiki if you want to really know how many shanks it would restore. Kind of going off on the... Where's my potatoes? Oh, they're in the other chest. Okay. Kind of going off on the idea of stew, we are now going to look at rabbit stew, which is new in 1.8, because otherwise we've had no rabbits before. What you'll want is 1 carrot, potato, mushroom, a cooked rabbit, and 1 bowl. I like this recipe because it's a little bit more reminiscent of what an actual rabbit stew would look like in real life. Mushroom stew is just a bowl full of mushrooms. It could work, but this one, it looks a lot more genuine to an actual recipe. Place a bowl, rabbit, potato, mushroom, and carrot. I think we need to switch these. How about this? This is not a shapeless crafting recipe. It has to be done in a very certain way, and I cannot remember how it is. There it is! Potato in the middle, rabbit on top, bowl on the bottom, carrot on the left, mushroom on the right. And that gets you mushroom stew. Look at how pretty this bowl looks in my hand. Until we devour it, which we cannot do today. So, I'll stick it in here for later, because I am now very full. No, while I wait for my hunger to go down, I'm going to come over here and do what I've been meaning to do on this farm here. And that would be trying to finally get so the, what are they called? Zombies will not try to jump around the sides and will instead go in the middle. It's really frustrating because I've wasted a lot of time with this thing, and no one ever seems to want to use it. Hopefully now they will. Well, that's one side at least. It's kind of a shoppy job, but shoddy job, not shoppy job. But it should do. Why is... No, I'm on normal difficulty. Why are there no zombies around here? Ah, there's the skeletons. Alright, I'm gonna go back in before I die. And as with all good things, this must come to an end as well. I'm sorry if this is a little bit of a shorter episode. It's just kind of something I wanted to do for a little while. But this recipe is one of my personal favorites just because it's one of my favorite treats during the holidays. If you can tell what I have in my inventory right here, then you can obviously guess what it will be. That is right. We are making sweet eggy pumpkin. How did you know? No, we're making pumpkin pie. Why don't we use wheat for that? It seems weird to have pumpkin pie without a crust. And I can't eat it, so, once again. Also, someone took a bite out of my pumpkin pie. I'm really angry about that. I just made it. You saw me make it right there. Who? Did you eat it? You ate it. Oh. The fun thing about cake is that it's a pretty solid block. You can actually build things out of it. Once, just for fun, I decided to build myself a cake house. Yeah, it was a lot less strong than I thought it would, especially when it came to creepers. Don't make your house out of cake. Don't make your cake out of house for that matter either. Good advice for life. Anyways, guys, that is going to do it for today's episode. I'm sorry if it's a little bit shorter. Like I said, it's not a very long topic, but it's fun. I wanted to do a fun episode for a little while. But I really hope you found this episode tasteful. Yeah, I'm sorry. Please don't unsubscribe. I love you guys. Nonetheless, I really hope you enjoyed today's episode, and if you did, please feel free to leave a like and a comment below, and I will see you next time. So long, everyone.